So, 2 years back, Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle came out. 2 years later, they made Jumanji The Next Level. So, let's talk about it. We return. Now, Jumanji The Next Level. I saw this movie December 13th. Yeah, it was opening night. Opening night of Jumanji The Next Level. With my friends. And when I went to see Bad Boys for Life, it showed again. I also saw about Jumanji, well, it's The Next Level twice. I saw it with some other friends. But yeah, Jumanji The Next Level. You know, I can see they tried to make it the same as the first by trying to, do the levels. It's kind of like the first one. There's 3 levels. But in this one, the 2 main people, well, Jack Black and Karen Gillan, know what they're doing, but The Rock and Kevin Hart, Danny DeVito is inside of The Rock. They don't know what they're doing. But, you know, everything turns out well. You know, maybe there should be a twist on that one. There could have been, where none of them get out and they're locked inside. That would be pretty weird. Or one of them actually dies in it. Whew. That would be a weird, sad ending, you know? But it's a bit weird with the horse part. Why was there a horse character in it? It was weird when they added new characters. It just felt weird to me. It was so funny though with Danny DeVito. I cried from laughter, that ostrich scene. What they're missing is at least one F word. Gore. You know, it's so weird when someone gets hurt, or when The Rock got attacked by the ostrich and turned to sand. It would have been better if it was actually gore or something. Maybe the ostrich goes in to his chest and then there's a huge hole and he starts bleeding, falls on the ground, and then sort of just turns into sand, like when Winter Soldier fell on the ground in Infinity War, and just that might have been better, actually. It probably would be. You know, movies nowadays trying to hide gore. Why are you doing that? It makes no sense. Hobbs and Shaw. Shaw's hitting people with hammer, not jackhammer, just with a hammer, and just starts slapping them in the face. No blood at all. That's why Fast and Furious is a little bit it's on the PG-13 side, not the R, because R is full on blood, blood. But for Jumanji, The Rock has been in 2 movies, 2019, and I think it was Hobbs and Shaw. No, he was also in a boxing one, but I didn't watch that. I saw Hobbs and Shaw and Jumanji. Jumanji is a movie you watch once, you really think it's funny, you wait 3 months, you watch it again, you think it's funny. I watched it a week after I watched it. Oh my god. It's hard to enjoy a movie that you've already seen a week ago. For Endgame, of course I would go see it the next week or something. For 1917, of course. Jumanji, no. I wouldn't go see the next week. If I had a choice, no. It's a good movie and all, it's just not my favorite movie. I don't think it's amazing. The visual effects are not awesome. The cast in this movie is really good. You got Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. You got Kevin Hart. You got Karen Gillan. You got Awkwafina, new cast. Nick Jonas. Danny DeVito. So many people in this movie. I hope I didn't forget anyone. But so many people, great cast, not the best visual effects. Comparing it to Star Wars, no. Jumanji is not one that will get nominated for the Academy Awards. Any chance. There's movies out there that don't get nominated. Jumanji will not. And that they already show, so no, it's not. The story for the movie in general is kind of cute and kind of funny. You know, the grandpas get stuck in the game. It's funny to see that. But it's kind of the same stuff, you know. Kevin Hart, The Rock are disagreeing again like they did in Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle. One of them gets killed, and then they come back, and then it's over. You know, yeah, it's kind of like, I do like Jumanji The Next Level more just because it's funnier and the levels have more to them. Like the motorbike chase scene and the ostrich scene. The first levels, right? Or no, they weren't. Were they the first level? I think they were. But you see, the ostriches represent the motorcycle people, right? And I think the ostriches they did a bit more fun stuff in Jumanji The Next Level than they did with the first one. Because they just did motorcycles and the jungle. For this one, they did a desert and ostriches. Just, which one would you rather want to see? I think I would rather want to see the ostrich ones. Just because it gets a little bit more imagination on that side. Because, yeah, of course you're going to have, like, terrorist people in the jungle, right? It's not like you're going to have ostriches in the desert. That has a bit more imagination to a video game. Now, the second level. I think the second level for Welcome to the Jungle was, like, where they're in the town. And the second one for Jumanji The Next Level, I think it was the monkey one. Yeah, I think it was. The monkey one is much more better. The monkeys, or the apes, I don't know. It just has so much more imagination than just going to a town. Like, I know Welcome to the Jungle was new and original, but this next level had much more imagination than that one. Like, monkeys and the bridges, so much imagination, and that set is really cool. I think what they did, like, those visual effects are pretty good. But then they had a horse, and it doesn't make sense to me. The horse flies. It just, no. It doesn't make sense that the characters got added to the game. They shouldn't have been added. They should have just had the normal, original characters, no new ones. Because it's just that they broke the game. I'm guessing how it worked was they beat the first game, and then it sort of just went to a new one. But then again, this game was made in the 90s or 80s, so it's not really gonna happen like that. The game, after a while, it will update and have new levels. That's not how it works. In the 90s, there's just one straight-on game, but I don't really get that part, you know. It doesn't make much sense to me. It's a good movie and all, it's just there's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense. Like, how did that horse fly? It makes no sense to me there. But there's many stuff that has really good plots in this movie, like where they had to save the horse. Like Nick Jonas had to save the horse with all the booby traps. Like, that is actually a fun plot, but it's also like when he was, it's a callback to when he was like trying to bring the team in Welcome to the Jungle to the safe area. Yeah, so it's sort of a callback. Many stuff I really liked in this film, I just told you. But yeah, you know, I think when the final battle of Dwayne Johnson and the taller dude, it's sort of like Captain America the First Avenger, which I don't mind, you know. He has to catch up to the airplane, and, well, in this case it was a blimp, and then they have their fight there. It's like Captain America the First Avenger, same color scheme, sort of, and then the blimp crashes, and of course, the horse flies. Just why? They could have just kept the grandpa as, what's his name? Danny DeVito, and maybe Dwayne Johnson should have let go and fell, and then he would, go back up with the jewel and say, Jumanji. Boom, that would have been better. That would have been better, I say. But Jumanji The Next Level was a good movie. My score for Jumanji The Next Level would be a 71 out of 100. That's pretty good. It's a good score. Well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and leave a like.